So this video might be a little weird, but grab a snack because I'll be sharing with you why I teach English the way I do and why I create the kind of video content that I do to help English learners improve their English. So you guys probably already know that I'm not really big on teaching a language or how languages are taught in the classroom. I have a whole different philosophy on how a language is learned and how we can improve the languages that we are learning. So I'll share a little bit of my language learning philosophy at the end of this video, and I'll start with sharing with you why I create the kind of videos I do. So when I create video content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I tend to provide videos and help that I wish I would have had, and also help that I wish to receive as well. Because for those who don't know, my first language is English. My second language is French. My French is at an advanced level. For those who know the classification of A, B, and C, in terms of measuring language proficiency, I have a C level when it comes to English. Then I have my third language, which is Spanish, which I would say is at an intermediate level, either a high intermediate or a lower advanced level. According to my university classes, I have an advanced level, but I would say it's more of an intermediate level. And then I'm also learning Ukrainian, but that is at a very, very beginner level. And in my journey, more specifically of improving my French, I know there were different tools and different practices and strategies that were really helpful for me when I was trying to perfect and really improve my French. So I decided to use what I found really helpful in my language learning and have decided to transform it and use it to help you improve and perfect your English, while adding other strategies and techniques that I wish I would have had when I was improving my French. So what is the help that I am personally trying to provide you guys as my followers? So as you know, most of my content is really targeted towards English learners that have an intermediate to an advanced level in English. So I know being at that level, you guys are able to communicate in English. However, there probably are a lot of mistakes that you make in English. And a lot of these mistakes are mistakes that you repeat because you are unaware that these are mistakes. So that is why I provide a lot of videos with different English mistakes that people make, which allows you to test your knowledge, identify the mistakes, and then see the correction, which ideally will help you to start identifying mistakes. Then you will eventually be able to self-correct and really perfect and fine-tune your English. So this was something that one of my ex-professors did when I was in university. So every day she would share with us different mistakes that she heard us make, and then we would correct them together. At first, we weren't able to really identify the mistakes. After, we were able to identify them. And then as time went on, we were able to self-correct ourselves. And she also included them in our weekly tests. So that was helpful to have that repetition and that reinforcement. Also, I do a lot of TikToks on pronunciation. So yes, this can be targeted towards beginners, but it's also practical for people who have an intermediate and advanced level. Because I know for myself, even though I have an advanced level of French, there are certain words sometimes where I'm kind of like, I would really like the breakdown of how to pronounce different words so I can really refine and perfect that pronunciation. So that's why I do pronunciation videos. And along with that, I also have specific pronunciation videos that focus on different sounds, because when we are learning a language, there are different sounds in the language that we are learning that may not exist in our native language or in our first language. So I have some videos that really focus on different sounds, so you can definitely take a look at my different playlists and target the sounds that you personally need to work on or sounds that you would like to improve. Also, in university, I had a phonetics class, and that was one of my favorite subjects. I was able to analyze and hear the different rhythms of the languages that I was learning, more specifically in French. So that is why I have a lot of repeat after me videos, because this will help you, one, practice your pronunciation and perfect it, and two, see how different words are pronounced differently when they're in sentences, and also to see how the rhythm of the English language works so you can sound more like a native English speaker. And honestly, this is the kind of help I still wish I had in French, because I know sometimes I will speak in a way that English speakers speak, but I would like to speak more like a francophone. So if you know of any YouTube channels that help French learners perfect their French, more specifically in Quebec, let me know. And also let me know, what kind of videos are your favorite? Which ones do you like to watch of mine? Which ones do you find more helpful? And what do you personally want to work on when you are improving your English? And now this leads me to talk a little bit about my philosophy on learning a language. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the way languages are taught in schools. I don't believe in memorizing grammar, memorizing words. I really believe in being exposed to a language, seeing how it works, playing in the language, and learning as you go. Then once people get to an intermediate or an advanced level, I think it definitely could be a really good option to find a language coach or a pronunciation coach, or work with a native English speaker that can give you feedback on your pronunciation or the way that you speak English. Of course, not everyone knows how to give that feedback. I definitely believe this is something that could be beneficial to help you really perfect your English, correct those mistakes, and improve your pronunciation. So if you're interested in testing your knowledge on common English mistakes and seeing if you know how to correct them, feel free to click here and watch these videos. Or if you'd like to improve your pronunciation and speak more like a native English speaker with a Canadian/American accent, feel free to click here. Anyways, take care and I'll see you in another video. Bye!